was
do it
my
tonight.
uncle.
Why can't we do it tonight, bro?
Should have reported it to the
I
police.
thought you were a hero.
When you hear this
Are
guy
you not a hero?
I feel like he has his wrists up against his
It's
hips.
just unfortunate
about,
that you care
Go
more
ahead, Chef. Take
about
he's all yours, bro. He's all yours.
On the Naked Gun movie,
and he's like, "Oh,
you at reporting a 16-year-old getting raped by a 40-year-old." That's again what Jimmer said changed his life, Sheppy. That was the advice.
He did a snap. He goes, "That's
He
again,"
did.
and he put his hand out. That's what he did. That's what he did.
He got advice from a pedophile on how to keep it simple, stupid, and it changed his life.
So what should we do about it? How are you going to fix this?
Stories, but then when
are you
going to
fix it for us or not?
You're so scared to talk about it.
I guess we're not going to fix it.
Why did you?
I guess you don't care.
Why did you tell the story if you were going to be so shy and embarrassed about it?
Well, I'm ready to rock and roll. Let's go ahead and call the proper authority.
How many times? Let's start with how many times did you
go ahead. Use your phone number to call the proper authorities. And if you don't have that information, I'll give it to you. Just say you don't have that phone number.
I'm telling you, I don't have the information, so give it to me.
All right. So who do you want to call? FBI or your local police department?
Pamela. I want to call Pamela, the 16-year-old that was.
Why would you want to call the 16-year-old?
Because she's 37 now.
It's very bizarre. Why would you call?
We should. We should.
I'm a red.
Very bizarre.
I call myself Karen on the internet. I got a bunch of
really bizarre
talking about kids.
You know, I don't know.
He wants to call the victim.
Can I remind you about a traumatic event
when
that
Jimmer was
25 years ago?
He witnessed this 16-year-old girl named Pamela get raped, and it clearly traumatized Jimmer and affected him greatly to where he's still talking about kids sexually.
So should we call FBI or do you want to call the victim?
I want to call Pamela. And
you want to call the
Pamela's
victim?
Yeah, call Pamela.
That's really
call Pamela.
odd.
You guys used to hang out all the time.
You know what I want to do? Whatever your name is,
we want to get justice for
I really want to look at. I want to look at. I want to look at your recommends on.
I won't be answering any of your questions.
Hilarious.
I want to see what they recommend you on your Netflix.
You continue to say the same joke over and over again, and I will as well because my name is Billy the Blood.
No one cares about you.
And I'm here to stay.
Recommended.
Isn't that right,
I play the algorithm.
So you want to victimize the victim?
And I know the chat likes when we all three have different
no one
conversations
cares
at the
about
same
you,
time
man.
like this.
Because you're a loser. You're a loser, man. We're making fun of you.
Imagine this guy's recommends or his Twitter feed, all the bullshit he's going.
So you want to call the victim?
Yes, Jimmer. I want to call Pamela.
He wants to call the victim.
Bullshit.
Yeah, call Pamela.
So why don't you put your face on camera so we could see who you are? If you're so,
I'm afraid your
go ahead.
manager
Put your face on camera.
I don't want
Ian Ellis LLC. Put your face on camera.
I don't want your now
fighter
72-year-old blockbuster manager.
I guess you're a coward. You won't do it.
That's what I don't want to.
That's how much you believe in your cause.
So we need to do this smart, and we need to do this careful. We need to build our case so that we can get justice for Pamela, the 16-year-old girl that you saw get raped multiple times in your office in Blockbuster.
All right, so put yourself on camera so we can see.
How is that going to help us get justice for Pamela?
It will, because we will know.
How?
We will know that you're actually serious about it, because you would like to contact the victim first.
And you seem to say
you want to re-victimize her.
That means this must be real. So she was a victim.
I don't know. She was a victim.
She was
what do you want to do?
So
who do you want to call?
You saw her
Ghostbusters?
get victimized and raped. You did nothing.
So who do you want to call right now?
You didn't do anything 30 years ago.
It's your call, bro. What do you want to do?
And she's a victim.
What do you want to do?
Well, I'm going to do the same thing you did, which is nothing.
It's interesting because her family, her mom, actually.
You know her family. Okay,
so do you want to call them too?
Cool.
You want to call them?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Let's ask the parents.
You don't want to call FBI. You don't want to call the authorities. You want to call the family who approved of this.
65 years old. Yes, I want to ask that mom, why were you okay with your 16-year-old daughter being raped in Blockbuster?
Who are you exactly? And
I am the
show yourself on camera.
vigilante. I am the blockbuster vigilante. I cannot show
us
my
yourself
face.
on camera, dude.
I am here
and then
to
we'll
get
call
justice
her
for Pamela.
and then we'll ask her that question.
The blockbuster mafia.
Oh,
is
you're
out to get me,
afraid.
Jimmer. I'm trying to get justice, and you're obviously you've been compromised.
Pussy.
You've been compromised by the
but
blockbuster Illuminati,
You're a
and
pussy.
you are now a shill for the rapists that molded you and groomed. Jimmer, you're a victim. You were groomed by this guy too. You could get out of this. See, here's what you don't understand: the manager who raped Pamela when she was 16 at Blockbuster.
You're talking about
you could get out of this so
you don't
easy,
even know
Jimmer,
who Pamela
if you
is. You
played
idiot.
the victim and you were like, dude,
but
I
you would
was
like
raped.
to victimize
He
her
even took
once
advantage of me. That's why I'm so weird. But no, you're just like, hey, she was 16. Her parents were cool with it.
So what do you want to do? Who do you want to call?
What
do you want to call
Ghostbusters,
or do you want to call FBI, or do you want to call
I want to
the
call
law
God
enforcement,
and ask
or do you
him
want to
why
call the
you
victim?
Like sexualizing children so much.
So you want to call the victim as if I have the victim's phone number.
Again, admitting they're a victim, so you saw her get raped and you didn't.
No, she wasn't really a victim because her parents.
Oh, so she's not a victim.
So
then why are you making such a big deal about it? But it was consensual, but she was underage. He was 40.
Yeah.
So
it's weird, isn't it?
If you
Ain't
sell
that
a 12-year-old to sex slavery, I guess it's consensual,
doesn't it?
I guess it's consensual.
Sucks that there are parents out there, unlike you, because
I guess when there's a 12-year-old kid that you play Minecraft with, then
correct?
you make sexual advances towards them. I guess it's.
Are you able to procreate?
No, Jim and I'm actually.
Thank God.
I'm an AI from the future. I've been sent here to solve this crime specifically.
Nobody would spread their legs for you to procreate.
I've been built specifically to end the Illuminati charade that is the Blockbuster Mafia.
Oh.
And it starts with getting justice for Pamela.
So what's your point
now? And until you help us,
Pamela, who has her parents who
was fucking a 16-year-old,
they love the actual guy that was
California
doing it.
We need to figure out who it was and how to get a hold of Pamela so that we can get justice.
So I just explained to you that Pamela's parents were okay with it and they loved.
Okay, so it was
in fact, they actually got married. Did you not know that?
Did they? So he groomed her.
It doesn't matter. They're married. They have children. So now what?
Right. So he groomed a 16-year-old.
So what shall we do? Do you want to go
and so now
and call the FBI on this marriage?
Enough. Yeah.
So what do you want to do about
she's a victim. She's a victim in your words, but you won't do anything.
Because her family approved
you
of it?
enabled a 16-year-old to get raped.
I enabled?
Gaslit her
and family
stood up for the
actually
manager that was raping her.
So that's
and
how
now
stupid you want to be.
after the fact. Even your own chat was like, why didn't you report this, Morbid? And you didn't say anything.
Saying that.
Because you were like, oh, that was weird. You're right. It is weird.
That.
It's weird to watch 40-year-old
so when do we
16-year-old that Blockbuster?
So what do you want to accomplish?
I just want to bring awareness to the fact that you're a creepy pedophile that saw a 16-year-old girl get raped and nothing about it. This is all just a bit for attention for me to point out that you're a pedophile faggot, Jimmerman. That's all that this is.
All right.
I'm going to keep calling you a
else?
pedophile because you are.
All right.
Hey now.
So
you like that song,
you want to say anything else before we leave?
Pamela was raped when she was 16, and you did nothing to stop it.
Oh, really? That's why they're married.
And then you grew up to
and they have children
and
together.
try to fuck kids of your own, like Darius and the Potato Cult, because you're a creepy pedophile. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you
tried. What are you doing about that? Just sitting back, I'm relaxing.
I'm letting everyone know right now. Well, you're down to like what 70 viewers. We're getting like 300.
Do you do anything about that? Do you not care?
Are you sure about that?
What
are you sure about that? Are you sure about that?
What did you do?
Jimmer?
What did
you like those memes that you see on TikTok and Instagram?
You know what's
really
interesting?
Sure what they mean because you're a boomer.
What have you done? What have you done?
Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that?
If you know there's a real pedophile out there, what are you doing about it?
Well, you're just like EDP445, right? He's
so what are you doing about it?
He's still around. Because you can talk to kids on the internet
relaxing,
about sex,
chilling,
and it's unfortunately not illegal. It's only illegal when you fuck them, Jimmer.
But
when you're only talking illegal to them about sex, it does make you a creepy pedophile.
It's illegal when you're a pedophile. What are you talking about?
It's illegal to act on the pedophilia, but unfortunately, you can send them porn in Discord, and it apparently is not illegal.
Oh.
People do that all the time.
Is that what you do?
Like EDP445, who you compared yourself to the other night.
You would know.
Because
We
people
don't
get
know. But
in pedophile
schooling
things
us on that
constantly. But unless you're actually trying to physically touch the kid, unfortunately, no laws are being broken. So even though I did see
you do nothing
weird
about
pedophile shit online, and you did tell little kids that you love them, and you did play sex tapes for them, and you did show them porn, unfortunately, there's nothing legally that can be done about it because no laws were broken. Unless those kids' parents want to pursue some type of legal action. And since I don't know who the fuck the little 12-year-olds you try to fuck on the internet are, I could never get a hold of their parents, could I? So no, unfortunately, there's nothing
more
I can do
than
about the fact that you're a creepy fucking pedophile, and you admit it. That when
you do nothing about it. You just
16-year-old
shit on the internet doing nothing about it.
In Blockbuster, and I didn't care. In fact, I asked the guy
do
for
anything
advice.
about it?
He gave me a cool acronym that I used for the rest of my life. That's what you did. You told a story about how you saw a 16-year-old get raped, and it like taught you a life lesson. That's the story you told because you're a creepy fucking pedophile.
That sounds cool. So you do nothing about it.
It's really not
you
cool.
just
you're really
sit
not
back,
cool
relax when pedophilia is going on. That's what you do.
Well, Jibernam, you've lost like 7 YouTube channels, and I have to take credit for at least half.
6.
All right. Well, 3 is pretty good. 3 out of 6 is not bad, Jimmer. Yeah. I feel good about that.
Out of 8 years.
You're welcome, by the way.
Hey, you're welcome. Every single time
keep it going.
I win because I'm successful.
You're winning right now. Yeah, with your non-monetized channels and your money that you're never going to see because it was taken in the middle of the month. And instead of getting a job or working on a new channel or getting a new hustle going, you're staying up for 7 hours a day, doxing your ex-girlfriends from the internet like a fucking faggot. Yeah,
who would that be?
Plural ex-girlfriends who you're obsessed with doxing constantly every night.
I'm sure you know.
Oh, I don't. No one
so
knows, Jimmy. No one knows. No one watching knows. No one listening knows. No one in chat knows who I'm referring to. It's a mystery. You're so mysterious, Jimmer. No one can keep track of what you're doing.
I guess you're
so hard to pin down.
You do nothing when there's pedophilia. You know that.
Well, so because Pamela got raped in your office and you sat back and watched it.
Pamela got raped in my office.
A 16-year-old girl got raped in the Blockbuster office.
The story of Pamela, and she's married to her husband,
who was grooming her when she was underage and he was 40 years old.
And got permission from her parents.
Right. So again, if your parents give permission,
so what are you going to do about it?
Doesn't make it okay.
Does that make you jealous because you want to groom a 16-year-old?
You got cut. First of all, she's like 39 now. She's older than me. So there's no way I could be a pedophile in the situation. This happened when I was in elementary school.
You are because you're jealous that you weren't the one that actually fucked her at 16.
Yeah. Well, that would.
It sounds like you're jealous because you're not doing anything about it.
I would have been negative 11 years old if that were the case.
So what are you going to do about it? You're just going to.
Well, apparently my dick is so big that it can come from the future.
So basically, you're going to do nothing about it. You're just going to sit there and be a.
Jimmer, you've already done nothing for 30 years.
What are you going to do?
Nothing, just like you.
What are you going to do?
We're both 2 guys that aren't reporting on the rape you saw 30 years ago, Jimmer.
Honestly,
that's what's happening right now.
Honestly,
we're 2 guys that don't
exactly
care that
how
Pamela
that
was
went down, but clearly you don't. I already know.
Well, Jimmer, if you would tell people, maybe we'd have a clearer image of the story. But instead, you just make it sound
were okay with that.
Right. That's horrifying. That's horrifying.
And why don't you call her parents? I don't know. What do you want to do? Do you want to write a letter to them?
And that you would be like, it's okay.
Nobody cares, man.
So pedophilia is okay as long as the parents allow it. You're a fucking weirdo pedophile.
Well, what are you supposed to do when you have shitty parents? I'm sure you have shitty parents. That's for sure.
I hope for the rest of your life, Jimmer, you try to make
what are you going to do about it? You ain't
and
doing
I hope
shit.
This keeps happening.
You ain't going to do shit about it, are you?
It's 7 years in, and it's going to keep happening. Every time you make a YouTube channel, it's going to get demonetized. You're going to get exposed for being a pedophile. You're going to break down and dox whoever your girlfriend is at the time.
Nobody cares about this ugly ass piece of shit Frankenstein with Fiona motherfuckers.
You don't wake up. That is the day this ends. You're never escaping this. You might as well go get a construction job or go work at Five Guys. Because this is never going away. This is like EDP 445, just like you said. This is never going away. You're like Chris Chan now. Everyone will always recognize your voice.
Sounds cool.
Everyone will always be
because I'm the greatest of all time.
And it will never go away.
That's why
have fun being the greatest of all time from your non-monetized backup channel that gets 600 views a video. I'm sure you're raking up the money on that.
You're right.
You were barely making a minimum wage job with the Fighter and the Kid channel. Now that that's gone, you're gonna have to like take out a loan or something.
How would you know?
Because I have a good feeling of how the ad revenue works.
I'm sure you do.
I've gotten ad revenue before.
Sure you do.
5 million views or 1 million views equals about $5,000, and based on that, you can pretty much average out how much someone is making.
Okay. Good.
What's 8 times 6? What's 8 times 6, Jimmer?
I have no idea. You would know.
Well, you wouldn't know when a 16-year-old's getting raped in front of you either, so I guess that's not surprising.
Something that you do nothing about, right?
Just like my hero Jimmer now sits there, watches rapes, and then asks for advice on it. I was like, "Oh, that's what Jimmer does. He's a big YouTuber, and I want to be a big YouTuber like Jimmer Nam, so I'm gonna not say anything about rapes." Keep my mouth shut. Keep it simple. When you see your manager about us raping a 16, simple, stupid. Don't say it. That was the lesson.
Why you just sit